everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got an exciting episode breakdown of a drama-filled week full of tension, secrets, and surprising twists. We'll dive deep into the storylines, the characters' struggles, and what's going to unfold in the coming days. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's get into it. Thursday, January 16th, 2025. Savi discovers Rajat's attempt to discredit her in front of the judge. Shocked and hurt, she confronts him, demanding an explanation for his actions. The confrontation is intense, with both of them grappling with the weight of their feelings and their strained relationship. Savi, feeling betrayed, decides to take matters into her own hands and challenge Rajat to be honest with her. But after a heated exchange, the two come to an unexpected conclusion. They decide to marry to silence each other and put an end to the growing tension between them. However, this decision doesn't come easily. Both Savi and Rajat realize that this marriage might not be driven by love, but by a need to protect themselves from the mess their lives have become. While they both agree on the wedding, the road ahead looks uncertain. Is this the beginning of a new chapter for them? Or are they just trying to escape their problems? Friday, January 17th, 2025. Savi and Rajat are completely caught off guard when they learn about Shantanu and Raju's plan to marry them. The revelation leaves them both confused, questioning the intentions of those around them. They're forced to confront the reality that their families are more involved in their relationship than they thought, and it feels like they have no control over the situation. This unexpected plan to marry them adds more pressure and makes both Savi and Rajat reconsider their choices. Later, Lucky drops a bombshell when he reveals the truth about the storeroom incident. This revelation throws a wrench into their already fragile situation. Savi and Rajat now have to deal with more than just family interference. They must also figure out who they can trust and whether they're ready to take the next step in their relationship. Saturday, January 18th, 2025. Savi takes a firm stand and tells Rajat that she will only marry him if Aman is punished for his crime against Mrumai. This demand is non-negotiable for her, and Rajat must decide if he's willing to accept her terms. The tension between the two of them builds as they try to figure out how to move forward in the midst of so many complications. Their conversation reveals just how deeply Savi is committed to seeking justice, even if it means delaying her marriage. After a tense discussion, Savi and Rajat reach an agreement. They both realize that they have to make some tough choices for the sake of their futures. Though the agreement may give them some temporary peace, the underlying issues between them remain unresolved. Will their marriage be the solution, or will they just continue to live in conflict? Sunday, January 19th, 2025. Tensions rise as the Takers and Bosales refuse to engage in any discussions about the wedding. The divide between the two families is now more apparent than ever, and both Savi and Rajat feel the pressure mounting. They're stuck between their love for each other and the expectations of their families, and it seems like there's no easy way out. Things take an even more difficult turn when Savi and Rajat face legal obstacles while trying to register their marriage. The process is filled with complications, leaving them both frustrated and unsure of what to do next. Will they be able to overcome these legal challenges, or will their plans for marriage fall apart? Monday, January 20th, 2025. Lucky becomes desperate to keep his secret hidden from Rajat. Worried that Rajat will uncover the truth, he pays a friend to take the blame for framing Aman. This desperate move shows how far Lucky is willing to go to protect himself. However, his plan is risky and could backfire at any moment. He's now playing a dangerous game, and the stakes have never been higher. Meanwhile, Arsh begins to suspect that Rajat's plan to marry Savi is part of a bigger scheme. Arsh's growing curiosity could lead to trouble for Rajat, and it seems like the secrets everyone is trying to hide are beginning to surface. Will Arsh be able to expose Rajat's true intentions, or will he remain in the dark? Tuesday, January 21st, 2025. Rajat visits Arsh's home at Sai's request, but he arrives in an intoxicated state. This unexpected visit creates an awkward situation, as Rajat struggles to keep his composure. Despite his condition, Rajat tries to remain calm, but it's clear that his emotions are starting to get the best of him. This moment of vulnerability only adds to the growing tension surrounding his upcoming marriage. Meanwhile, the talkers arrive at the Bhosale house for the pre-wedding function. Both families are on edge, and there's an underlying sense of unease as they prepare for the ceremony. The pre-wedding event is supposed to be a celebration, but instead, it's filled with tension and unresolved issues that threaten to boil over at any moment. Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. Rajat agrees to his father's request and joins the Bhosale's family function, trying to show that he's committed to the marriage. However, this decision doesn't come without complications. Rajat's participation in the event is a step towards solidifying his future with Savi, but it's also a reminder of the pressure he faces from both families. Will Rajat be able to maintain peace, or will the weight of his decision push him to a breaking point? Meanwhile, Savi makes it clear to Shananu and Isha that she does not expect any kind of bond between her and Rajat. Her words reflect her inner turmoil as she struggles with the reality of her impending marriage. She's not ready to embrace the idea of being with Rajat, and she's not sure if their union will ever feel like it's meant to be. Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. Ashika unexpectedly crashes Savi's engagement party, determined to uncover the identity of Savi's fiancé. Her arrival catches everyone off guard, and it's clear that she's not going to let this situation go unanswered. Ashika's presence only adds more confusion and tension to the already complicated event, as she presses Savi for answers about her relationship with Rajat. Despite the chaos caused by Ashika's intrusion, the party continues, and the mood lifts when a famous singer makes a surprise appearance. The performance adds a moment of joy to the evening, but the underlying drama is still there, waiting to erupt. Ashika's investigation into Savi's life is far from over, and it seems like this engagement party is just the beginning of more trouble to come. Friday, January 24th, 2025. Savi is stunned when she sees Aman at the engagement party, and she can't contain her shock. She immediately decides to confront Rajat, demanding an explanation for why Aman is present at the event. Rajat tries to calm her down, insisting that Aman is innocent and that the police have already caught the real culprit. However, Savi remains unconvinced and struggles to trust Rajat, questioning if he's telling her the truth that Aman's presence at the engagement party raises more questions than answers, and Savi is left wondering if she can truly believe in Rajat. The confrontation only deepens her doubts about their future together, and she begins to wonder if she's making a mistake by going through with the wedding. Saturday, January 25th, 2025. Rajat surprises Savi with a ring that Sai lovingly created, marking the official start of their engagement. This gesture is heartfelt, and it signifies Rajat's commitment to her despite the chaos surrounding them. Savi is touched by the gesture, but she still feels uncertain about their future. The engagement is now official, but will their love be enough to overcome all the obstacles they face? Later, Ashika shocks Savi by revealing that she saw Savi and Rajat together. This revelation adds more fuel to the fire, and Savi is forced to confront the truth of her relationship. Ashika's involvement in their lives is far from over, and Savi now has to deal with the consequences of their secret relationship coming to light. Sunday, January 26th, 2025. Sai makes a heartfelt request to Rajat, asking him not to marry Savi. Her plea is filled with emotion, and it's clear that she's trying to protect Rajat from making a mistake. Sai's words resonate with Rajat, and he's left to question whether marrying Savi is truly the right decision. His future is uncertain, and he must navigate his love for Savi and his loyalty to his family. Meanwhile, Ashika overhears their conversation and discovers the truth about Rajat and Savi's relationship. This moment of realization causes Ashika to reconsider her own feelings, and she's now faced with the difficult choice of whether to support Rajat and Savi or stand in their way. Monday, January 27th, 2025. Sai chooses a thoughtful gift for Savi, hoping to convey her love and concern. However, Ashika mistakenly assumes the gift is for her, and she takes a moment to savor her triumph. This misunderstanding only adds to the growing tension between Savi and Ashika, as the two women are now locked in a silent rivalry for Rajat's attention. Later, tensions rise during the Haldi ceremony as both families engage in heated arguments. The once joyous occasion is now filled with conflict, and Savi and Rajat find themselves struggling to keep the peace. The Haldi ceremony may have been meant to celebrate their union, but instead, it becomes a battleground for emotions and unresolved issues. Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. Savi and Rajat experience an embarrassing moment during their Sangeet when they stumble and fall on stage. The awkwardness is palpable, and they can't help but feel self-conscious in front of their families. This moment of vulnerability only adds to the growing tension between them, as they begin to realize just how difficult their marriage will be. Despite the mishap, the Sangeet continues, and the Takers and Bosales engage in a fierce dance battle. The competition is intense, with both families trying to outdo each other. While the dance battle brings some lighthearted moments, the underlying tension is never far from the surface. Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. Milind gives his blessings to Savi, urging her to live happily with Rajat. His support offers a glimmer of hope in the midst of all the chaos, and Savi is touched by his kind words. However, she knows that the road ahead is far from smooth, and she must be prepared for the challenges that will come with her decision to marry Rajat. Later, Savi makes a firm decision to not let Rajat gain Sai's custody. This bold move signals that Savi is determined to fight for what she believes in, no matter the consequences. Her decision creates even more tension between her and Rajat, as both of them are now on opposite sides of a major conflict. Thursday, January 30th, 2025. Isha and Shananu are overcome with emotion as Savi prepares to leave following her wedding. Their heartfelt farewell marks the end of an era, and it's clear that Savi's departure will leave a void in their lives. The weight of this moment is not lost on Savi, who realizes just how much her decisions have affected those around her. Meanwhile, Ashika's unease about Savi and Rajat's marriage leads her to confide in Harsh. This conversation brings Ashika closer to the truth, and she begins to realize that she may not be able to stop the wedding after all. Her suspicions grow, and she's now determined to uncover everything about Savi and Rajat's relationship. Friday, January 31st, 2025. Savi confronts Rajat about his undisclosed fatherhood, challenging him to be honest with her about his past. This moment of truth forces Rajat to come clean, and he admits his mistakes. Savi, feeling betrayed, decides to decline Rajat's marriage proposal and vows to support Ashika in the court proceedings. This dramatic turn of events leaves both Rajat and Savi at a crossroads. The future of their relationship is uncertain, and they must each decide what's more important: love, loyalty, or the truth.